What's going on? It's Stokely from Soso on the Lane. Yesterday I had a headache. I had some pancakes, hash browns, eggs, but I wasn't feeling 100% from before I ate. I still felt like there was food left in my stomach, and I still ate anyway because I was greedy. But I still maintain the fast that I've been trying to do, the extended fast that I've been trying to do, where I don't eat until 12 o'clock in the midday. But unlike during weekdays I get up about 6:45. During the weekends, I try to get up by 7, 8 o'clock. But this time I didn't wake up until about 9 o'clock because I was staying up late. And that night the night that I stayed up late, Friday night, I had a drink of this water bottle that I had in the fridge for so long. It was unopened, and it was made by a company named Open Water. So I drank some of it and immediately started choking. I don't know if it went down the wrong pipe or what it was. I'm not sure what it was. But I just started coughing and choking, and I was like, oh, what's going on? I had to keep clearing my throat. I said, oh, okay, it can't be the water, but this water isn't really entertaining me enough. Let me pour some juice in it, and then I'll drink it. But I didn't end up drinking it. I just put the cap back on and I put it back in the fridge. And then I dozed off because it was pretty late. Woke up in the morning. It didn't feel so wonderful, but I was still, I would say, 99.9% functional. So I had everything I needed to do. I went to the supermarket, went to pick up some breakfast, and didn't have breakfast till after 12, like I said. But what happened was, after I had breakfast, probably about an hour after that, I felt the headache starting to come on. Me and my son, we were wrestling around a little bit. Then I had to ask him to give me a break because my head started hurting. So I just laid down for a bit. And then I dozed off and I took a nap. And then after I woke up, I still had a headache. So I said, let me take a shower, take my do-rag off, wash my hair, whatever. So I did that. And as soon as I came out of the shower, I felt better. But then when I sat down for a little bit, I just washed my hair, so I put my do-rag back on. Then my head started hurting again. So it's like, oh my gosh. I don't want to mess up my waves in my hair by taking my do-rag off before my hair dries. But I got a headache, so am I going to prioritize my aesthetic over my, over my life, over my comfort? And it was a big, a big psychological struggle to eventually tell myself, hey, listen, you can always get your waves back, okay? You can always get your waves back, but this is real pain right now in my head, okay? So take the do-rag off your head. So I took it off my head, took another nap, woke up again, just before midnight, went back to sleep again, woke up, still got the discomfort in my head even until this moment, which is Sunday evening. So I've had a headache for the headache lasted maybe about 6 hours, but now I still have discomfort in my head, and that's been going on for a while now. The sleep definitely gave me some relief, like just being asleep, but I have the discomfort in my head so far every waking moment. So I started suspecting, I don't know if it was I forgot to mention that when I got my pancakes and my eggs and stuff and my hash browns, I put some salt on it. Before that, I did something real bad. I'm going to admit to it. I ate some Red Dye number 40 Doritos. Red Dye number 40 in MSG, right? MSG, yeah. So I wasn't. I had like 2 handfuls of Doritos, which is I don't consider a lot because I've eaten a whole bag of Doritos in the past, but I can't remember what happened to me. But I had about 2 handfuls of Doritos. I had and then I added some salt to my breakfast, to my hash browns and to my eggs. I don't think it was really excessive, but I said to myself, why am I getting this headache? This is not something that I really go through anymore, because I was hydrating and I drank some water and I kept drinking water when my head was hurting also. But I'm not sure what's causing my headache. So I started thinking and blaming it on the water that I drank. The water that I drank on Friday night that caused me to cough. The water that I drank on Friday night that I got from it was in a recyclable aluminum bottle. The company's name is Open Water. I'm not blaming them. I'm not blaming Open Water. I'm just letting you know, if you're looking for water in a sustainable container, there's a company named Open Water, but there's other companies too. But so the Open Water now, I started looking at the ingredients. I went on Reddit and I went on Microsoft Copilot, and I looked on the bottle. I looked on the bottle, right? I looked on the bottle and I looked up online first to see if there's anything that could be in bottled water that could cause a headache. So then they said electrolytes. So then I looked back on the bottle and the bottle says purified water plus electrolytes. So then, I took a look on the side of the bottle. It said it contained some electrolytes, some molecules. I don't remember what all the molecules are. But one is potassium bicarbonate, I think. I'm not sure. One is potassium something. One was calcium carbonate, or was it calcium bicarbonate? Whatever. One is potassium. One is calcium. And the other one was magnesium. Molecules of those respective elements from the alkali earth metals side of the periodic table. I forgot what the other molecule in there in the compound was, or whatever. I forgot what the other atoms in the molecule were. I can't tell you what those are right now. I think the first one is potassium bicarbonate, and the next one is calcium carbonate, and the next one is magnesium something. I'm not looking at it right now. I'm sorry. I'm not really being arrogant about it. I'm just saying I don't remember. But it contained 3 different electrolytes. So I was wondering if any one of these things is the reason that I have a headache, right? But in the process of looking that up, I found out that, and these were the opinions of some people on Reddit. The opinions of some people on Reddit is that drinking pure water, quote unquote purified water, which is not filtered water, purified water, what they mean in this case, which this open water is probably distilled. So distilled water, for the most part, the molecules in it, all of the elements in it end up being precipitate while the water evaporates, and then you condense the water and then you get purified water with nothing in it, nothing at all for the most part, right? So it was the belief of some people in the comments on Reddit that drinking straight water, what some people call straight shots of water. I've heard someone on Instagram call it straight shot of water. drinking purified water is not necessarily healthy for you. Now, what else can we worry about? We're not going to worry about this, okay? I'm just sharing a story. We're not going to worry about this. We're not going to make this stress us out. We're not going to make this change anything about us, really. It's just added information to maybe prescribe, or maybe if you're feeling some kind of way when you drink water, whatever. So there was a few people that were saying, oh, when I drink water, I get headaches. One of them said they mostly get headaches from water when they drink it from Costco, so on and so forth. So one of the reasons could be that the electrolytes they add to the purified water to make it taste like spring water, to make it have the attributes of spring water, or to raise up its pH, like in Smart Water or any one of these other ones that add electrolytes to raise the pH. These waters, these Smart Waters, or these whatever waters that have these, even Gatorade, these things have electrolytes added to them, to make them not just empty shots of water. So what, and this is not scientific what I'm saying, and nothing I'm saying is really scientific. I'm going based on some of the comments I read online on Reddit. So on Reddit, some of the people were saying that when you drink totally pure water now, what it does is dilute, or the person said absorb the existing electrolytes in your system, and basically depletes you. Now, I think what a word they should have probably used is dilute. So it kind of flushes it out of your system. It flushes things out of your system. But it has the potential, from what these people are saying, to flush the good stuff out of your system. Hey, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. So, what I could take away from that is that when you buy quote unquote water, it's a lot of different things. It could be spring water, which in theory you would hope nothing is added to it. But you could also buy purified water, distilled water, which is just straight up nothing. You can buy water that's been through a reverse osmosis process, which takes out the particulates, solids and stuff like that. You could get distilled water, which is another form of purified water. There's different ways to purify water. You can filter it. Reverse osmosis is a high form of filtering, a pressurized form of filtering, that uses some procedure called backwashing, but it also wastes a lot of water. You got distilled, where you evaporate the water and you condensate the water. You got different ways to purify water, but a lot of people have been concerned about microplastics in water. I saw a document, I think it was published by the World Economic Forum, that showed that pipe water has less microplastics than bottled water, which is hard to believe. But that's what some scientists have listed, have published. Now people are talking about fluoride in water. And I already mentioned that fluoride is linked to delayed development in children, right? People talk about chlorine in water. So I don't know exactly what caused my headache even until this moment right here. Could be a combination of the salt, but I've had headaches associated with salt before that have never lasted this long. They have never lasted. I should have indicated earlier. Is this person turning? Why are they behind me? So I've had headaches related to dehydration and too much salt before, and they haven't lasted as long as this one here, this discomfort that I'm feeling. But I just wanted to share that. I don't know if it benefits anybody, but if you're a person that gets a lot of headaches, I guess, you might want to try. I don't know. You might want to try just straight up distilled water. You know, maybe you're having too much of a high concentration of these elements like potassium or magnesium. If your kidneys aren't working right, your kidney can't properly regulate the potassium, the magnesium, the sodium. Those are the three things that were inside the three things were potassium, calcium, and magnesium. Potassium, calcium, and magnesium. No, there was some sodium in there. Wasn't there sodium in there? I think there was some sodium in there, but I can't recall. You know what? Let's find out. Let me not be too terrible, right? Let's see here. I'm gonna ask Google what electrolytes are in open water. It's not a popular brand, so it's going to tell me something silly. Open water, no. Open water, canned water for clean. Canned water, still water with electrolytes. Okay, they call it still water. Open water, still water. Let me see. 100% certified. Oh my gosh, so many ads. Certified climate neutral, balanced 7 pH. 7 pH. Okay, so it's not really. This water is not alkaline. It's at 7 pH, so it's pure. It's basically a pure straight shot of water, but they say they have electrolytes in it. So the electrolytes, in theory, should raise the pH. So how comes it's 7 pH, which is totally clean, like water with nothing in it? Anyhow, let's see here. Let's see if we can find the ingredients. Facts. Okay, let's go in the facts part of the website. What's open water? How do you know? Is it okay to refill my bottle? Have I heard that exposure to aluminum has been linked to Alzheimer's? Well, they talk about that the bottle is made out of aluminum. Why? The bottled water I usually buy is cheaper. What's the shelf life? I own a restaurant. Where's my order? Sustainability. Okay. They don't talk about the ingredients here. Well, not that I can find right now. Let's see here. Let's try to find it. I mean, they want you to just, I don't want to speak badly about them. I'm not trying to speak badly about them, but they're not clearly giving you the ingredients because you want to think that it's just water in it. But bottled water is not just water. Let's go on the blog. See what the blog says. Yada yada. Hydration, ultimate guide to hydration. Welcome to Hydration 101. Okay, climate neutral. My gosh. Okay, I don't want to waste you guys' time listening to me searching for this information. I should have it offhand. Why hydration matters. When you add hydration. Okay. How much water do you need? Not drink enough water. Best practices for staying hydrated. Carry water with you throughout the day. Oh, electrolytes. Here we go. It contains. Oh, they don't give the full. They don't give the full thing. They just mention it the same way I mentioned it. It says water isn't the only player in the hydration game. Electrolytes like calcium, sodium, potassium, and magnesium, like the ones found in open water, okay, so I was right, are essential for maintaining your body's fluid balance. These minerals help your cells absorb water more effectively and support muscle function and nerve signaling. It says, when should you focus on electrolytes? If you are sweating heavily during exercise, recovering from illness, or spending time in a hot climate, replenishing electrolytes is crucial. Look for natural sources like bananas, coconut water, and spinach, or opt for electrolyte supplements if needed. Well, I like that. I like that they said that. Coconut water is very good. Coconut water does contain magnesium. Everybody's talking about magnesium these days for mental health purposes. Everybody's talking about magnesium. I mean, everybody in my echo chamber is talking about magnesium. I thank you for listening. I'm at my destination, so I'm about to get out of here. But like they said, electrolytes are important to hydration. The funny thing, though, they say that their water is 7 pH, which is totally neutral. How is that possible when you've added electrolytes? So I don't know. I don't think the amount of water that I drank from that bottle was one mouthful. So I really don't think it's the thing that caused me to get my headache. My headache, unless there's a contaminant that was in it, but my headache is probably from the salt or some other environmental factor. And that's something that I want to talk about later on, environmental factors in our health. You know, we talk a lot about eating, what we eat, and how we think. You know, our mindset and what we're eating. Those are very important. But what about the things that are around us? We talk about the fabrics also a little bit. I didn't really go into that, and I want to talk about that too. So that all the environmental stuff, well, not all of it, but a good amount of environmental stuff, I want to talk about that too. Hey, thanks for listening.